Alright, man. Had to reset the computer, so hopefully it's come back better. I didn't have any plugins that had to be updated. So I don't even remember where your boy left off at, but I'm trying to get this over with so I can hop on some Warzone. But do appreciate everybody that's going to come back in and watch part 2. If you ain't watched part 1 up there. Once again, don't forget to check out our sponsors. The Help Blades got 100% all natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, the whole 9. Get 18% off and use the promo code on your screen. Goodfellow Unboxing. Shout out to them. Once again, you can check out other sponsors, cell phone cycles for buyers. They want to buy your cell phones to give you cash for them. All their information is in the description. Website, Facebook, Instagram. You share their social media pages on social media. Get a chance to win an iPhone. That's the promo they're running. Check out my boy, brand new album, debut album, King Sounds with King Talk. His album link is in the description. Find on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Show him some love. He's supporting us. So we definitely got to support the brother King. Shout out to Detroit, though. But shout out to all the sponsors. All the information is in the description. And, yeah, like I was saying before, I got cut off. We were talking about, I can't remember where we left off at. I know somebody had a question, was saying, like, just because you're a street dude don't mean you ain't a street dude, don't make you ain't real. See how people take stuff? Hold on. See how people take stuff and they hear shit the way they want to hear shit? There's no disrespect to Eddie Sports Money, but you see how people take something and how easily they can misconstrue something? And now somebody gonna run off with that narrative and say, well, Street CJ said, if you ain't a street nigga, you ain't real. No, that's not what the fuck I said. What I said was, Errol Spence is a suburban dude. He was a go to school book guy, find chapter 3, play football, quiet kid in the gym, in the Mexican gyms, and all of a sudden he's trying to run with street dudes. So how can you say Keith Thurman not real when you not real with yourself? You not comfortable being you. You trying to be the Isaiah Ryder of boxing. That's my whole thing about it. That's what I said. Don't mix up what I said, because I didn't say if you not a street nigga, you not a real dude. Never said that. Why would I say that? I'm not a street dude. I'm not going to talk about coming in here talking about prison and selling dope, and this is boxing talk. I will never get on the internet and say, oh, how you chop this up. Come on, man. Come on, the game is to be sold, not told. That's what I'm saying. So you can't come out and say Keith Thurman ain't real. Keith Thurman know who he is. He drive a Prius. He got a little wife. He know who he is. He keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, you ask Keith Thurman, you fight Errol Spence? No, I'm planning on doing that right now. Come on. Just because it's not the answer you looking for, it's the answer you looking for, it don't make it real. It don't make it real. You know what I'm saying? It don't make it real. Real is giving it to you real. If you ask me, hey dog, what you think about that video that, Bobby did? And I'll be like, shit, I ain't watch it. So I don't know. I ain't fake like, oh, it was alright, man. It was cool. Oh, it was great. I'll tell you, nigga, like, hey, CJ, you see my video on this? Oh, no. I ain't got time to watch it. I'm going to keep it real with you. So you can't go out here saying, oh, Keith Thurman ain't real, Sean ain't real, the way he talk for promotion, and it ain't... Nigga, please, bro. You was one of the biggest CB4 fake gangsters in boxing, bro. Please save me the fake talk. Just because you quarantine and you gotta train in the clubs and the liquor stores ain't open, please show me when you come back, when everything opened up, you keep the same discipline from this Danny Garcia fight to the end of your career. That's the difference between Floyd, Andre, Bernard Hopkins, and between Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Or against another fighter that, Pernell Whitaker. Other fighters that Sugar Ray Leonard, that didn't take care of their bodies throughout their career. Longevity is really hand in hand with fundamentals, technique, and discipline. And you gotta have just talent. You gotta have some talent. So don't give me the bullshit where, oh, he not real. Nigga, you not real. How you Dre, what's going on? Versatile, Avion, what's going on? He Errol Spence friend. He probably one of them other niggas. Wine, salute. He said, "Nah, what I'm saying is Spence can be a suburban kid as long as he real to him. He not real to himself. Nigga, he not no street nigga. He not gonna kill shit. He not gonna kill shit. Don't tell me." And the MC Gusto is real. Don't give me that. If I can believe it, I can achieve. Get the fuck up out of here. Tell me one nigga in the hood that was straight and narrow through his teenage, his kid years, and he make millions and he want to go back and be a dope dealer. He want to be in the hood. Come on, bro. He said Earl and Terence. I ain't trying to hear it. I don't believe Terence Crawford and his coach just said the fight ain't happening. And I'll get there. So don't give me that shit about, it was a great interview. Nigga, it was an interview full of horse shit. How you gonna criticize? And I'm still tripping. I'm gonna get to the real meat of the potatoes. But I'm still tripping on how you gonna talk about Keith Thurman? Oh, he ain't real and he running from me. Nigga, you running from Bud. Make that make sense. How you criticizing Keith Thurman and you his son? Everything Keith Thurman did, you doing now. Anything you do in boxing, Keith Thurman probably gonna do it before you. Come on, Keith Thurman might fight Bud before you. So what have you done other than nothing? You is Keith Thurman Jr., bro. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference? You wanted Sean to give you a shot because you could be popular, right? Sean Porter didn't even want his title back. He said, "I'm going another direction. I'm going the easy route or the easier route. Only guys I see is I want to fight is Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia." That's what he said, right? Keith Thurman basically said, "You gotta get your name up. You gotta get your numbers up. You don't bring nothing to the table. It ain't enough money in it for me." Okay, Keith Thurman said no. You saying the same on side of the street blocked you out, bro. The very same dudes, him and Danny Garcia, was sitting in the hotel room chopping it up when Danny Garcia was supposed to be running from him. That interview on here we go again. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to switch over to hold on. I'm gonna have to switch over to because I want to get this out because I don't think I want to go live on boxing tomorrow. I'm gonna switch over to StreamYard, bro. This shit don't make no sense. It really don't. Give me a minute, man. This shit don't make no sense, dog. Don't never have these problems on motherfucking StreamYard. I might just start trapping off StreamYard because I pay for this service that I'm using. For real. Yeah, I might switch to StreamYard. There's some bullshit, man. Hold on, man. Give me a minute. There we go. We back. Hold on. I'm sorry. Freezing nigga shit. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I'm about to start freezing devices around this motherfucker. I don't even know half this shit that's on my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let me freeze my cable box. Give me 1 minute. Oh, you can't freeze the cable box. Alright, shit, fuck it. I ain't know that. Hold on. Living room, laptop. Cause I don't want to refreeze my own shit. Alright, cool. I had to freeze some fucking devices at my crib. You know, some people may or may not been tripping. What's good? YouTube be tripping, not sending no notifications out yet. They ain't got that down yet. But like I was saying, bro, I'll get there, shoot up. But Keith Thurman, Porter, and Garcia for Errol Spence out for 2 years. Okay, like I said, that is true, right? If motherfucker, if you went through the same, if I went through the same thing, yeah, I did a video on it earlier. Check that video out. Article link in the description. Another video. I was if I went through the same thing somebody else went through, right? I can sympathize with them, right? What do people say? When my channel got hacked, what did I say when I came back? I said, when I did the video about how not to get your channel hacked, what I said? I said, I wouldn't want nobody to go through this, right? Not even my worst enemy. Even some of my worst enemies on YouTube went through it, I would still help them out, right? Because I can sympathize on what you went through. You got bank information. Some of the Gmail accounts are attached to very, very important information. Your light bill, your water bill, your credit report, credit scores and stuff of that nature. If you went through, if you a real dude, bro, for sure. If you a real dude, if you a stand-up guy, and the dude went through the same thing you went through, right? Why would you turn flawed and do the same thing to another nigga? Not another Mexican, not another white boy, not another yellow boy, not another Eastern European, not another Asian, another brother. You had 3 brothers freeze you out. Just think about that for a minute. Y'all don't look at it like that. If you real, bro, you had 3 people freeze you out. Why would you freeze Terence out then? If you can stop him, if you can outpunch him, if you can steamroll him, if it's all work is easy work, right? Why would you do that to another brother? Right? Why would you do it to another brother? I'm not talking about Keith Thurman. I don't care if he do let Keith Thurman in and out. I'm talking about why would he do the same thing that Keith, Shine, and Danny Garcia did to him? So how can you say Errol a real nigga? How? How? When he just freezing another brother out. He said, here we go. I feel you though. Spence should know what it feel like to be a chaser if Crawford is in the same stable. It don't matter about stables, nigga. Don King, Bob Aaron work together. Al and Bob just did Fury and Wilder too. It don't matter what side of the street, nigga. All 3 of them was on the same side of the street as this dude, and they didn't fight him when they could have fought him. Sean Porter lost about 5-6 years ago, bro. About 7-8 years ago, he had a draw on his record. You doing what Keith Thurman did 4 years ago, beating Sean Porter. 3 years ago, beating Danny Garcia. Right? It don't got nothing to do with same side of the street, bro. The same you on PBC side of the street, it's ducks within ducks within ducks. Keep it 100, bro. It ain't no way around that, bro. He not real, bro. And I've been telling y'all that, bro. I can prove it. Yeah, I seen a visual Ortiz tweet. I'll get to it. I can prove it. You know, as far as this. But the stuff behind the scenes, though, you like I said, man, you can show that Jamal Charlo ducked fucking Canelo and ducked Demetrius Andrade, right? That's public information. But people choose to pay attention. They choose to ignore it. I don't care if it's Bud ducking, Errol ducking, Deontay ducking, Fury ducking. I'm going to talk about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fake the fun. Is some of the videos hard to do when you got to talk about your favorite fighter in a bad light? Hey, somebody got to do the job. Somebody got to be consistent. I ain't about to get on here and start talking about selling dope and pipping hoes and all that other stuff that don't matter, bro. Right now, this supposed to be therapeutic for a lot of dudes. So just keep it 100. Say your dude ain't real. All you Errol Spence niggas, I done broke it down. Say it's no way you can finesse your say out of here, out of here, bro. Me and Al talk about the fight all the time. What you talking about, bro? It's either if you do want to fight or you don't want to fight. That's it. You just seen tomorrow ain't promised. You just went through a car accident. It's either if you want to fight or you don't want to fight. Oh, I can stop him. I can knock him out. Save us the talk, bro. So I don't want to hear what you gonna do. Nigga, just do it. Be a doer and don't be a talker. He talk too much. He talk too much. He talk too much. Of course, barbershop like the kind. He's a square bob, bro. He's a square. He is a square. He a square. Of course, another suburban nigga that come from a good family can sympathize with another CB4 motherfucker. Of course. You know what I'm saying? One cornball to another cornball. One mark to another mark. One studio gangster to another studio gangster. One MC Gusto to another MC Gusto. You know what I'm saying? They didn't kick Fred out of the PBC, right? They didn't kick Fred out of PBC. They didn't kick him out the conference. Sam Watson didn't disowned him. He done threw him on the street, and he still going to the fight, spending his money, and chasing after sweaty dudes. That's everything you need to know right there. Everything you need to know. He got mushed in the face. He got cyberbullied by Ishay Smith. He went from being a school teacher to a politician to a pastor to a fake young pharaoh on the internet. Don't tell me how to run my show. I don't even know who you are, bro. Why are you even here? Why the riches ain't doing their job? Get him up out of here. Oh, somebody hit him. Salute. Somebody trying to hear that. Yeah, his face for sure going down. Errol Spence face going down. I said that in part 1. He looking more healthy. He needed this time. Him and Wilder gonna benefit the most. They still gonna Wilder still probably he probably get his ass whooped in the long run. He still gonna lose. He ain't even been cleared to fight yet. Now it may have been just a denture setting in. I don't know nothing about that. You know, he can say my jaw wasn't broken, but it could have been fractured. It's a fracture in the break is different. A fracture in the break is different. So I don't know. You know, he can just be taking it. I don't care about his health. When he come back and fight, September, October, November, December, June, July, whenever he come back and fight, January, we'll see what he do. But I'm not interested in him fighting Danny Garcia. I'm not interested in him fighting Manny Pacquiao. It does nothing for his resume. Pacquiao been stopped, dropped, nothing. Danny Garcia is terrible at welterweight. What does it tell me? You doing everything that Keith Thurman did. He ain't following the Mayweather blueprint. He following the one-time blueprint. Come on. He ain't following Mayweather. He following the one-time blueprint. Only thing Keith Thurman ain't do was fight Kell Brook. He fought Sean. Keith did it three or 4 years before him. He fighting Danny. Keith gonna do it 3 or 4 years before him. He hold 2 belts. Keith already done that. He was trying to chase Pacquiao. Keith already done that. And if Keith amended his word and said if Crawford sent him a decent offer, they can fight. He fight Crawford before Keith. I don't care if Crawford tap Keith chin in the first round and knock him out. I don't care if Keith knocks Terence out or Keith beat Terence or it's a competitive fight where it's subjective on who. I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't care if Crawford win by 10 green miles. I don't want to hear nothing about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford because the nigga just doing everything that Keith Thurman did, bro. He just following Keith Thurman blueprint. He not following Earl blueprint. He not following Floyd blueprint. He not following Al Heyman blueprint. Everything that Keith Thurman do, this little nigga from DeSoto, Texas, he want to be Keith Thurman. He want to be Keith Thurman. And if Keith Thurman fight fucking Bud before him, don't say I don't want to hear nothing from you, nigga. Don't ever mention this country Bama name ever again. If he let Ponytail get in the ring with Keith Thurman, win, lose, or draw, he can never be a better fighter than Keith Thurman unless he move up in weight. Don't tell me about beating on no Virgil Ortiz. He basic, he green. We don't think he that good, okay? He can be that good, but he not. I watched some fights. I'm not impressed. It ain't nothing that I ain't seen in the sport already. I don't care. He can fight Sean again. He can fight Marvin the Martian. He can fight E.T. If this Ponytail fool get in the ring with Terence, before he do, don't mention this nigga name. I'm going to make it a block word, bro. Don't mention him no more. I don't want to see him at the fight to call him. No, it shouldn't take Ponytail to do it first. Oh, Ponytail, Keith, can you taste this chicken? Keith, can you drive my car first? Keith, Can you try my girl pussy out first? Keith. That nigga Keith Thurman, little brother. This Keith Thurman, little brother. Got his nose right up Keith Thurman anus. This nigga ain't following the Keith Thurman blueprint. Well, I can, I don't care about fighting Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman say, if he get done with his WBC and IBF mandatory, and next year, Pacquiao, say no, and Pacquiao not working with PBC right now, but they still can work together with the management team he with. And Pacquiao say no, and it's Bud, and it's a fight with Bud and Keith Thurman, bro, and Sean Porter doing something else, whatever. Who you think he gonna take? Seriously, who you think he gonna fight? He gonna fight Keith Thurman. And they keep talking about, oh, it gotta be enough money in it for y'all ain't done nothing, bro. I'm gonna clear this out and I'm gonna move on. And I'm gonna talk about Bud and Thurman. They talking about Terence talking about, oh, it ain't enough money. It gotta be enough money for both sides of the street. Errol talking about, yeah, it gotta be enough money. What have you niggas done to say enough money on the side of the street? Like my man say on Snowfall, I built this shit brick by brick, and I'll be damned if I let another nigga destroy it because he don't like the way another nigga talk. Drive, motherfucker, drive. Real talk. Real talk. I'm not, man. This shit is crazy, bro. It's just crazy. It's crazy. This dude. This dude is just comical because I can see inside, and I got inside sources, and then I can see on the outside, bro. And he's a joke. He's a true All-American joke. He like the 8-8 Cowboys every year. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with both they saying, oh, it ain't enough money. It ain't enough money. Like, dude, bro. You think James Toney, when he fought Mike McCullough, was crying over a split, nigga? You think when Tommy and Sugar Ray Leonard was crying over a split? You look at Wilder and Fury, nigga. Of course, that motherfucker had 10 title defenses, Wilder, right? Tyson Fury was the lineal champ, bro. What have you guys did to that point? What have y'all done? Because the lineal guy was Floyd Mayweather. He retired. Ain't nothing you could do about it. He beat Pacquiao, so Pacquiao ain't lineal. Right? What has Terence Crawford and Errol Spence done in their career to talking about money? Take what they giving y'all, bro, and get it on the back end. Promote the fight. That's all you got to do is promote the fight. They acting like the nigga Errol acting like they said he wanted the word on the street is he want 20 million guaranteed. Y'all acting like y'all done something, bro. They acting like they done something. What has Errol Spence done? How many title defenses Errol Spence got, bro? He got the title versus Kell Brook. He beat up on Lamont. He beat Ocampo. He beat Mikey Garcia. He beat Sean Porter. He got 4 title defenses, bro. 4 title defenses. Crawford, he won some titles. He unified some titles. He was looked as lineal at 135. He was lineal undisputed at 147. At 140. 140, he got a title. What type of money are you looking for? Oh, we definitely gonna tear each other up in the ring. I don't get it. Errol Spence has not moved up in weight. He's moved down in weight. Oh, well, like Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Nigga, do you understand? Errol Spence got to be a casual, bro. Do you understand Manny Pacquiao moved up like 6 or 7 weight classes? Mayweather moved up 30, 35, 40, 47, 54, and came down 1 weight class. You talking about a nigga that moved up 6 or 7 weight classes. You talk about another dude that moved up 5 and came down 1. Both of them moved up to 50-something. Pacquiao was 50. Floyd moved up to 154 a few times. 8 weight class for Manny Pacquiao. Good looking. And you comparing yourself to somebody that fought Marquez, somebody that fought Barrera multiple times. He fought Morales a few times. He fought Cotto, Shane, Clottey. You talking about Mayweather then fought Diego. He done fought Fernando Hernandez. He done fought Castillo. He done fought Gotti. He done fought Shabba Mitchell. I mean, he done fought Zab, Baltimore. He done fought that. How you comparing yourself to them? You comparing your build up to two all-time greats that done something that you two niggas can never do. You can never move up 8 weight classes. Bud can never be Floyd Mayweather. You can never be Manny Pacquiao. You can fight southpaw. You can wear Pacquiao trunks. You can wear Pacquiao shoes. Bud can roll his shoulders and do the shit Mayweather. You niggas is not Mayweather Pacquiao. You don't talk enough. Y'all not excited enough in the ring. Y'all not, neither one of them exciting as Pacquiao at his best. Or at the end of his career. Errol Spence would never be the southpaw Pacquiao is. Terence Crawford never talk shit like Mayweather. Mayweather and Muhammad Ali are the only non-knockout fighters that was draws in boxing. You know what they got in common? Promotion. They lip. They mouth. The Louisville lip. Money Mayweather. That's what they got. You not going to be them. So don't look for a cash return. Why do we got to suffer with you niggas fighting guys we don't want to see? Nobody in this world want to see Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. That's a real fan at welterweight. Nobody. Keith Thurman, we can accept that. But he got an expiration date. It's pretty much over. Oh, the money got to be right. They letting these white boys get in their head. They letting these white boys, these white collar guys get in their head. And it should be unacceptable, bro. Tell Al to make, well, me and Al talk about it all the time and, you know, this, that, and the third. Come on, bro. Come on. Just like, bro, just come out and say, hey, man, ain't enough money. We ain't gonna fight. Because Crawford saying like shit. Crawford saying like it ain't gonna happen. Bomac was just on Mike on sports. You know, he's the guy from the Boxing Voice. He got his own channel now. You know, he said that it ain't gonna happen at 47. That's what he said. Might be at 54, maybe not. And somebody said in the last chat, did Bud send an offer? How can I send an offer to somebody that don't want to negotiate? How? Bob Arum been talking to Al Heyman forever about this fight. Al don't want to make the fight. And he could talk about what Al talking about setting up IRAs and, you know, we don't give a fuck what Al doing for you. I don't care what Al doing for you. Al can be, you know, Al can be humping you at night. I don't care what Al doing, bro. Tell me about what is he doing for me as a boxing fan. Al, and I hate to say this, Al is the worst thing that I ever encountered in boxing, bro. Al is like the worst thing. I'd rather have Don King. I don't care if Don King was fucking Fighters Raw on contracts. I don't care less. Protect yourself at all times, inside or outside the ring. Get you a lawyer to read the contract, bro. I don't care I don't care. Al can be combing your daughter's hair. Al can be combing your. I don't care what he do. He could have bought you a Maserati. All I know is boxing sucked with him on the scene. When Don King and Bob Arum and Lou Duva, I got fights, bro. I got fights. And these fights y'all fighting, it ain't nowhere near some of the fights that I just been going back and rewatching over the test of time, bro. All y'all niggas, y'all can't even box, bro. Errol Spence can't even box. All he do is fight. He's a fighter. He not a boxer. Ain't no intellect there. Don't get on his toes, flat-footed. No skills, bro. No real skills. He just a fighter. No progression. He just know how to punch to the body. That's it. Got a solid jab. Well, I chose to fight Sean Porter. You fight. I chose to fight Sean Porter. Fight. When Bud fight, if you fight Bud, you know what you gonna say when Bud beat? Oh, I've just fought Terence Crawford. Fight. Next time I'm gonna fight my fight. I'm trying to hear that, bro. He said, "Out of man, but if you were in his shoes." I mean, I'm not in his shoes, bro. Al ain't the man. What is Al? Let me put you this. What has Al done for you? Tell me. Let me know. What has Al done for the boxing fan? Errol Spence driving? What do you care what Terence Crawford got on his neck or what Sean got on his neck? What they doing at home? What does it matter? Because when it all boiled down, shit did it to me. I don't know what's going on, bro. But when it all boiled down, right? When it all boiled down with these fighters, bro, okay? When it all come down, Holyfield made hundreds of millions of dollars. Mike Tyson made almost $1 billion in his career. It's a lot of guys that made a lot of money, bro. Trinidad made a lot of money in his career. $60 million he earned in his career. They still broke, bro. They still broke. Jermaine Taylor got money with Al Heyman. Antonio Tarver got money with Al Heyman. People forget that. Shane Mosley, I don't think Shane was with Al. I don't think Shane was with Al, but he broke. So what does it matter? What does it matter what they making? You make the money, you spend the money. That's the same. Mayweather, Al made a lot of money from Mayweather. He had to ask 50 Cent to pay his taxes, bro, the first time. That's why he came back. He couldn't even retire for 5 years and had to come back. So what does it mean? Tell me, what has Al Heyman done for the boxing fan? He don't have one pay-per-view star. He don't have one superstar. None. What has he built? All he did was take investors' money and waste it. Overpaying guys to fight tomato cans. You know? Come on, what has Al Heyman done? I don't care about getting these fighters paid. Go over to Negro Trill Talk, bro. I don't care about none of that. I don't care. I don't pocket watch. I ain't getting paid for it. And when he built his greatest fighter up in his outside of Mayweather, but in the PBC era, he built his greatest fighter up in Deontay Wilder. What happened? His balloon got popped. He got whooped. That was one of the worst pay-per-view beatings that you can remember. He got beat down. And this was his greatest creation, and he didn't even want to create this. They didn't put no effort into Deontay like they did with Seth Mitchell. They didn't put no effort in Deontay like they doing with Earl. Deontay had the same bagging as Sean Porter. So don't tell me nothing about all the discussions we talked about this. I don't care, man. Stop interviewing this nigga, man, because he not saying nothing new. Oh, I'm going to fight Danny in October or September. We know this, bro. I've been saying this forever, bro. Danny was promised a pay-per-view. They wanted to do Earl and Pacquiao. Earl wasn't ready for Pacquiao. Hence, that he said in the interview once again that I'm not clear yet. He said, I'm hoping when I get back, I get cleared. So he hasn't started sparring yet because he hasn't been cleared unless they've been doing it legally. His face is starting to go down cool. But who gives a shit? Because at this point, if he loses somebody, it's going to be the car accident. Like, it wasn't a self-inflicted wound. And I say this again, people make mistakes. I'm not knocking them. All of us was young and dumb at one point. Some of us died near misses. One girl I was talking to, years ago. And we was just cool and shit, kicking it. And she told me about a time where she was speeding up, I forget what street it was. She was speeding up like it was like a side main street. She was speeding up a street and shit, and she was racing and she hit a parked car. And her daddy had to pay to get her out. People make mistakes. He had to pay the guy off. People make mistakes when you young. It's all about if Errol Spence learned from the mistake and never let it happen again. So, like I said with Errol before, save me this. When are y'all gonna learn? He just gassing y'all up interview after interview. He not gonna do shit he talking about, bro. Other than what's already playing. Oh, you Danny Garcia. You said October. I want to fight Danny Garcia. Okay, bro. Good luck. Don't care about the fight. Not paying for the fight. Once again, what has Al Heyman done for the boxing fan? I don't care if you white, Mexican, Simpson yellow, orange, green, whatever you are. What was his greatest gift to boxing outside of Floyd Mayweather? What? Because every fighter that every fighter that was supposed to take his fighter to the next level, it wasn't. He didn't build it. He didn't build Fury. He didn't build Manny Pacquiao. So what has he done? Nobody could fight for greatness right now. All he can do is wait on Visual Ortiz, wait on Regis, wait on Taylor, wait on Ramirez, wait on guys of that nature. It's nothing else that he can do. The only great fight that he got now is Errol Spence. No matter if he beat Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wasn't prime. He lost to Thurman. His body started to break down. He beat Sean Porter. He's been beat up 5 times. Danny Garcia. Errol Spence don't have another fight at welterweight for greatness. How you beating up on dudes that's old? That's weight drain. People talking about, Crawford don't have what is Errol Spence doing? Nothing. Al gave us Wilder and Fury twice. He gave us Wilder and Fury twice? Or did Frank Warren and Bob Arum give us Wilder and Fury twice? That shit wasn't shit. That ain't nothing to write home about. That wasn't no Bo Holyfield. That wasn't no Rumble in the Jungle. That wasn't no Ali Frazier. Think of that something you. Oh man, I remember when Wilder fought Fury back two times. Get the fuck up out of here. Both of them fights was abysmal. Karate Body, what's going on? Nobody telling. I'm not going to replay that bullshit. Neither one of them fights. You might play the 12th round or the last fight. But nobody going back and saying, oh, you remember Wilder? Man, fuck up out of here. Nobody saying that. But that is what it is. Heat culture say. So Spencer Heyman numerous talk about fighting Crawford. Yes, Spence never told Heyman to make the fight. What's the point of talking about Bud fight if you're not? Yeah, that's true. And then he says that I'm gonna switch lanes and I'm gonna get it over because this shit going in and out. But then he says that if Kavaliauskas can drop, he said if Kavaliauskas can drop Errol, that and Gamboa can hurt him. I know I can hurt him. All right, then if you know all this stuff, bro. If I know the answers to the test, I'm confident that I'm confident, or I know I'm prepared for the test. I don't want to seem like he cheating. If I'm prepared for a test, I'm confident I'm gonna pass. In college, I prepared for a test and not just cram, and I did my work. I'm confident. If you so confident he chinny, if you so confident like you can knock him out, you can outpunch him, just take the fight then. What's the point of doing all this talking, bro? Or I can outpunch him. Kavaliauskas dropped him. Errol Spence don't know nothing about boxing. Errol Spence is just an athlete that started hitting the mitts, that started hitting the bag, has some natural talent. That's Errol Spence. Errol Spence don't know nothing about boxing. You can say, oh, he was hurt, this and that. Nigga, Trinidad was on the canvas plenty of times, bro. Did Trinidad move up and still fight Bernard and gave him a good fight? Did he move up and fight Roy at the end of his career? How many people whooped him? He ain't had no jaw. De La Hoya didn't knock him out. Fernando Vargas didn't knock him out. Pernell Whitaker was another guy on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You go look at Muhammad Ali. He got dropped by Joe Frazier with a left hook. Did George Foreman drop him? No. George Foreman told Joe Frazier out the frame twice. Muhammad Ali beat him, but Joe Frazier gave him issues. Muhammad Ali got dropped by a bum in Europe. Just because you hit the canvas, let me make people understand this. Just because you hit the canvas, it doesn't mean you don't have a chin. Tyson Fury got dropped by Steve Cunningham, bro. He got dropped by Steve Cunningham, but he took Wilder right hand right on the chops. He took Wilder right hand 2 or 3 times in the first fight. So just because he hit the canvas and got up, that means he ain't got a chin. If he have a chin, how you take Wilder right hands and continuously got up, or take his right hands in the second fight? Learn boxing. How was Earl an Olympian? He don't know no. He don't know how to. He don't just watch him. Look at the Sean Porter fight. He got some skills, but he ain't no. He's a fighter. He's not a boxer. He can fight. Same thing with the Charlo twins. Jamel can box at one point with Ronnie, but all he do is fight. Then nobody talk about what Crawford did to Gamboa and Mean Machine after they caught him. That's a lot of guys. Same thing with Trinidad. You drop Trinidad, you hit Trinidad, and you drop him. Trinidad get off the canvas and put it on you. It's like a wake-up call film. But we talking about guys who don't know boxing, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. Some guys, that was a wake-up call. Some guys came out cold, didn't warm up the right way. They was known for getting dropped. Because you can't explain that to motherfuckers, man. You know Errol Spence, he's a millennium. You don't know nothing about boxing, bro. He probably just learned who Terry Norris was like 5 years ago when he started turning professional. He don't know nothing about boxing. I'm telling you. If Crawford jaw weak, prove it, bro. It ain't nothing but space and opportunity. That's how you know, bro. A nigga that talk too much, that's redundant. He do all that talking. You ever been in the schoolroom and the dude do all that talking while the teacher there? Y'all get to the gym class or y'all at the bus stop in the hood and ain't no authority around. And he put his hood on. He real quiet. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't grimming you. That's Errol Spence, bro. He real loud when the camera's on, but behind the scenes, he's a mark. And I ain't saying nothing different, bro. I believe what I say, man. But in fact, I know what his team said with the behind the scenes and back. Like, I wonder why. And I'm gonna end on this. I wonder why. As far as that topic, here we go again, bro. Come on, bro. Man, Stream Elements is getting canceled. I mean, stream this split stream, man. I'm about to cancel this shit, man. You know, but I'm gonna end on this. As far as him, man, I forgot my train of thought because this shit stopped again. Shit, what I was gonna say about this dude, man, I can't remember what I was gonna say. That kind of messed me up. About this guy, man. I was gonna say something. I can't remember, but forget it. It's over with. Spence gonna hurt Crawford, y'all. Feelings gonna be hurt. To hurt somebody, Mr. Johnson, you have to fight them. He said Derevchenko got dropped too. Yeah, he got dropped by Jacobs, didn't he? Or was it Golovkin? I know he got dropped by Golovkin. You gotta fight somebody, bro. How you gonna hurt somebody you can't fight them? Tell me that. How can you hurt somebody you don't fight them? People do all this. Oh, Spence gonna do this. Spence gonna do that. The nigga not even gonna take the fight. He ain't even been cleared to spar yet. And everybody talking about what he is and what he ain't going to do. We know one thing he ain't going to do is probably get in the ring with that guy. Get in the ring with him. Prove it. Stop doing all the talking. Me and Errol speak. And we this is what we talk. We don't care, bro. We don't care how much you make all that shit. Just at the end of the day, I want to know why they. Now I remember what I was about to say. It was another thing I was going to say about him, but I remember this. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say why they didn't ask him. What he thought about Floyd Mayweather saying that Terence Crawford was pound for pound number one. And it was something else they didn't ask him. But I want to know why they didn't ask him that. You know why Terence Crawford why Floyd think Crawford number one. People don't give Earl Floyd he's a racist. You know, Floyd's just a coon and Floyd don't care nothing about Errol Spence. He just don't want to see Errol Spence be great. The same people like Beauty Shop, Blue Blood, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the Swirl Patrol. How can you call Floyd Mayweather a raccoon and Mayweather laid and procreated with black women? Whatever you want to say about Ayanna, her mama, the baby mama that just passed, rest in power to her. Whatever you want to say about all the women that's at Mayweather Mansion, black. So how can somebody that's swirling, who don't create with another sister, call another man a raccoon? We not talking about who he doing business with. We not talking about all that. We talking about a dude at the essence and at the heart of his soul. He lay with women that look like him. We not talking about Beauty Shop with his Chinese wife or sweet and sour wife. We not talking about Blue Blood with his Mexican or Hispanic wife, or his Blasian kids, or whatever you want to call them, whatever you call Blaxican kids. Cool. I'm not knocking you who you lay with. That's your shit. But you cannot call another nigga a coon or a raccoon who's creating black babies, who's laying with nothing but black women. You hate black women if you don't marry a black woman. You marry the other. Why didn't you marry a sister? Come on, man. Kill me with that stuff, dog. But let's move on, man. Keith Thurman did say that he ready to fight Bud if the money right first. And I'll read from the article. Y'all cutting into my damn Warzone time. But It's cool because I ain't talking boxing again until like Thursday or Wednesday maybe. That's if somebody that's if somebody I'm gonna say that's if something come up. Here they go with this hating ass stream and shit. For sure they getting canceled, bro. My trial, my 3 month run is up. I'm not renewing this shit. I'm just gonna do it another way. So he's Thurman lists. He interested in fighting Danny, Terence, Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner. He said we got to make sure everything is good with the body. I'm still a little bit nervous about hitting hard, said Thurman to CompuBox TV about his surgically repaired left hand. I've got 2 little scars there. I've got staples in that. Hopefully they'll never need to be removed. They're anchored and quite well, and they're very, very small. They're small and the bone is fused. I'm thinking summertime, said Thurman when asked when he wants to return. Okay, get to the good shit. He said a rematch against Danny Garcia would seem like the best option for Thurman, given that Pacquiao's interested in fighting Mikey Garcia. Thurman beat Garcia by a 12-round majority decision in 2017. It was the ultimate Danny Garcia. It was a fight that Danny and his dad Angel both believed they won. They didn't. He goes on to say Keith Thurman wants his titles back from Pacquiao. We don't care about that. I'm trying to get to the quote. It's a long little interview. He said Crawford an option for one time. Big rumors about Crawford and Spence. A big Twitter beef, said Thurman. So we'll see. I like to fight the champion. Spence is coming off injuries from a car crash. We don't know how he is going to perform. The fans are interested. We want to see how his body is doing, how he's feeling, and how he's moving about. I really like to make some of the most exciting fights in the welterweight division. I think me and Crawford would be one of those matchups. So I definitely wouldn't turn it down if it was a decent offer. I don't think there's much for him to do besides take care of himself, prepare and get back in the ring in the best physical shape possible, said Thurman about Spence work with his team and his coaches and whatever he has to do for his therapy. But as long as his shoulders, elbows, and knees and everything required to be physically good to be physically good fighter, said Thurman. So he said the WBO champion Keith Thurman is unlikely for Thurman to fight. PBC management could steer Thurman towards one of those fighters when he returns to the ring. Crawford is with Top Rank promoted by Bob Arum. It's very unlikely that Thurman will agree to fight Bud unless Top Rank gives Thurman a considerable offer. He's probably not going to accept the fight. So even though he name dropped it, the people who got the article, Boxing News 24, they add their own opinions in. They say that no matter what the offer is, unless it's monsters that Keith Thurman won't take it. And most people feel that way, but how is he going to get a belt? You don't get a belt fighting Pacquiao, but they don't care about belts. All they care about is in-house fights. And, Danny Garcia fight Errol Spence. So if Errol Spence decapitates Danny Garcia like most people believe, do you want to fight Danny Garcia after losing to Errol Spence? I don't think nobody care about Danny Garcia no more. He didn't name Sean Porter. He named Pacquiao. Pacquiao saying no. He named Adrian Broner as well. I don't want to see Adrian Broner even fight again. They need to take his boxing license and throw it in the sea and give him another job around PBC. So, for Thurman, why not fight Bud? Bud can punch, but it'd be a good fight. I think Thurman at his best to give Bud a good run for his money. I think it's a tougher fight than Errol Spence. Thurman got good foot movement, good speed. I think he won't make this mistake where he let Manny Pacquiao come to him. Where he didn't let Pacquiao come to him. I think he'll make Bud come to him, and it'll be a good fight. Bud will have to cut the ring off, and he'll have to try tap. He'll probably have to tap Bud on that chin and see what happened. So that's the toughest fight in the division for Bud. Bar none is Keith Thurman. Errol Spence, like I said before, is basic. He don't get on his toes. You know what I'm saying? He can box a shorter guy, Mikey Garcia, but he just don't have enough skills to hang with Crawford. He'll have to basically just put the earmuffs on, walk Crawford down, and just bully Crawford. But I don't think he's strong enough. I don't think he's strong enough at 47 because his body is drained. He don't have enough speed to fuck with him. He don't have enough skill to fuck with him. Like I said before, I wish that. But with Keith, Keith can do some other things. You know, Keith got good foot movement. Keith got good hand speed. Keith got good power. He hit harder than Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Keith just don't like using his straight punches. And Keith like loading up on his right and left hooks and overhand lefts and rights. So Crawford may, you know, be able to find an opening like Pacquiao did. And obviously, you know, we seen Thurman struggle a bit with a southpaw and Pacquiao. And that's one of the most, you know, that's one of the best southpaws you're going to find in boxing. But, you know, we'll see. You know, Keith, you know, at this point, you know, you'll think Keith would be more ambitious about what he wants to do, but he in it for paydays. You know, that's one thing Al Heyman did. Al Heyman instilled into, you know, his fighters that paydays is bigger than legacy. And when the money is all gone, because we seen, like I said before, we seen greater fighters lose way more money, you know, throughout the course of their careers and the course of their lives. We seen greater fighters lose a lot more money, but at least they got legacy. You know what I'm saying? People saying that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman great because they beat up on other average welterweights. Sean Porter is average. Danny Garcia is below average. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, you know, what Keith Thurman and Errol Spence really is as a welterweight all the time, but they nothing special. The only special fight at welterweight is Errol and Terence Crawford, and that's going to establish a number one fighter, you know. And at the same time, Errol don't want to make the fight happen. He could beat Keith Thurman. That's been done before. You know what I'm saying? He could beat Sean Porter. That's been done before. He could beat Danny Garcia. That's been done before. It's been done multiple times. What does that tell me? Because you beating up on old fighters that all should be moved up in weight. It tells me nothing. Unless you move up and you beat Canelo, you ain't did shit flamboyant or great in your career. You ain't eclipsed a million pay-per-view. Nothing. Nothing. You done nothing. Unless you move up and beat Canelo or beat Golovkin or beat up Big Charlo or something. Not even beat up him. Move up and fight fucking David Benavidez and show me. Move up and fight Caleb Plant. Move up and fight Arthur Beterbiev if you want to truly believe you're special. Because once you don't make the fight with Terence Crawford, ain't shit at 54 right now that's gonna put you up there with Mayweather or Pacquiao, put you up there with Hagler, put you up there with Bernard Hopkins, put you up there with Roy Jones, nigga. You 30 years old, bro. Where's that opponent at 54? Canelo. You fight Canelo, okay, you can beat Canelo. I doubt it. Golovkin on his way out. You know what I'm saying? Golovkin on his way out, right? So, you're not going to fight Big Charlo. You're not going to fight Lil Charlo. Is you going to go to 68 and fight David Benavidez? I doubt it. Fight Caleb Plant? None of them. Crawford is the only opponent that's going to, you know, seal and that's going to put respect and that's going to make you a Hall of Famer right now. We got fighters that come and go. We're going to have Visual Ortiz that probably build up. Ennis that's going to build up. But how long do you expect to be a welterweight? Crawford is a fight that can put you A-side for the rest of your career damn near. You will dominate at 47 as far as A-side, B-side. You will dominate at 154. Everybody, how would it feel to go up to the division and champions have to submit to you? That's what that Crawford fight do for you. If you believe you can beat him. You let this Crawford fight slide by and he just say, fuck it, I'm going to retire. I'm done with this shit. I'm gone. Cry 2 tears in the bucket. Bump it. I'm out of here. Who else do you got to beat? Beat Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman? Put you in the Hall of Fame? No, you didn't beat nobody. People kill me. Errol Spence beats who? He beat up Kell Brook. He beat up a Sean Porter that Kell Brook beat like 5 years before. Keith Thurman beat him 4 years before. He beat up Danny Garcia. So did Ashley Theophane. So did Maurice Herrera. So did Lamont Peterson, in some people's opinion. Some people did. So did Robert Guerrero. So did Sean Porter. Come on. What did you do? What did you do? Nothing. People kill me like, oh, girls really fought. Kill who? Sean Porter like lost to everybody damn near. No disrespect, but disrespect. Danny Garcia done lost 7 times in his career. Damn near. Really on God. He lost like 15 times in his career and just got gifts. Keith Thurman, come on, bro. He already beat up car accidents and hand injuries and elbow injuries and his vagina injury. Come on. What is you doing that make you great? Great as Sugar Ray beating Wilfredo Benitez, bro. Coming back and beating Duran. Beating Tommy Hearns. You know, beating Marvin Hagler. That's great. Pacquiao beating up Barrera twice. Beating up Morales 2 times. That's great. Bernard, beating up on Tito and beating up on Oscar and beating up Kelly Pavlik, moving up 2 weight classes and beating on Antonio Tarver. That's great. James Toney beating up Michael Nunn, beating up Mike McCullum. That's great. Roy beating up on James Toney, beating up Ruiz. That's great. Beating up Bernard. That's great. Come on. Floyd beating Fernando Hernandez quick in his career, beating up Diego Corrales, beating up Arturo Gotti. What you talking about? Beating up Marquez, beating up that packet. That's great. What has Errol Spence done? Even if he beat Keith, Danny, and Sean, it's already been done before. Nobody's beating Terence Crawford. So why don't you do what somebody ain't done before? Or just come out and say, I'm just in it for the check. Al Heyman ain't building into no superstar. You 30 years old, bro. And you ain't Mayweather. So at least punch your ticket to the Hall of Fame for real. At least you ain't going to be one of those weak old Hall of Famers that don't belong in there like Barry McGuinness or Arturo Gotti, Rocky Balboa. Because you ain't Shane. You ain't Bernard. You ain't Marquez when he go in there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say, oh shit, Errol Spence a Hall of Famer. Nigga barely pound for pound. Sean Porter lost like 80 times his career. You went life and death with Sean Porter. Well, I definitely wouldn't fight Sean Porter the same way. Yeah, all right. But let's talk about Tyson Fury, and I'm going to end it on this one. He said Dallas, Texas, 60-40. 60-40 for what, bro? You can Crawford already said he can have 60-40. He already said that. Y'all, I can't. I'm going to just keep it real. I can't stand Dallas Cowboy fans, bro. Because most fucking Dallas Cowboy fans are basically Errol Spence fans. Even the ones that ain't even Dallas Cowboy fans. The Cowboy fans, I like the Mavericks. They cool. The Rangers, I ain't got no. Every year, these fucking retards come out here. It's our year. They can start off 0-15, bro. We definitely going to the Super Bowl. Like, you just lost to the Eagles, bro. The Eagles ain't had nothing left. They out there with the Brewski from the longest yard at receiver. They got Nelson Aguilar who couldn't catch a coronavirus at the coronavirus convention. And y'all still be, that gonna do it. We bringing back Dez Bryant. Y'all got the same approach to Errol Spence. I know Errol Spence lost his head in a car accident, but he's still gonna be Bud. No, man. Please stop it, bro. I can't stand Dallas Cowboy fans, bro. In the 90s when y'all was winning, that's different, bro. That's like Patriots fans don't even have the fandom or the fanatics mindset as Dallas Cowboy fans. Y'all is one of the most pathetic fan bases on the face of the earth. When I say pathetic, y'all is pathetic. Just like Errol Spence fans. He said he gonna knock out Bud. Anybody think about it? Like, why not sign a contract? Why not make it a reality? Let's talk about Fury on the way out. Fury, he did an article with TalkSports.com, and he said, Fury, by telling TalkSports breakfast, I was surprised because it was one-sided. He didn't win a second talk about Deontay Wilder the second fight, but but in this game, it's a short game and it's a short career, and there's an old saying, we've got to make hay while the sun is shining. In for Deontay Wilder at the age of 34, how many big fights out there after left for him after the domination like he had? So I understand where he's coming from. I understand that he probably got bills to pay. I don't know the man's personal circumstances, but from what I've seen of these American fighters and sportsmen, they always live like rock star lifestyle, even though they're not rock stars. They go through a lot of money quite quickly. Just look at Mike Tyson. He went through billions of dollars or whatever he went through. So I'm sure the money side of it is tempting. I don't think it's too tempting to go there and get absolute beating like he did before. But he would be tempted by the amount of money that he would have received because they go through it quite quickly. I think that's the reason he's taking the fight for the money. Talking about the trilogy. It has now been 6 weeks since Fury captured his final heavyweight belt for the collection and became two-time champion. When asked about his reflection upon having to watch the fight back again, he said, to be honest, it was quite disappointing in the challenge that Wilder brought because I trained for 12 rounds at any pace and put myself through hell and back for 10 weeks. And I prepared for the best fighter on the planet. I prepared for the most vicious puncher on earth, and and that there's ever been. And I was quite disappointed because it wasn't the challenge I expected. Although it was fantastic himself, maybe all the excuses he made, some of them were true. Maybe his legs were sore from the costume. Maybe he did have the flu. Maybe he did have a broken arm or a bone in his back or whatever. I'm not sure, because that wasn't the Deontay Wilder that I prepared for. That wasn't the animal I put myself through all those hours in training for. Like I said, it would be one of my easiest fights, and it was. I believe that was one of my easiest fights apart from the early knockovers that I had. And on the level, you don't usually get that sort of easy victory with heavyweight champions of the world. The guy's been a heavyweight champion of the world and made 10 title defenses, knocked out every single person, and to go in there with me, who usually a boxer, counterpuncher, masterful, skilled boxer, and get absolutely destroyed in a few rounds. I trained for absolute battle royal, and I didn't get that. So hopefully, there's a couple of fighters out there that when I do go into training camp and do some serious training, that they will be worthy of the challenge. I'm not in boxing to be a heavyweight champion or win some belts or anything. I'm here to give the fans what they want: battle royale and the best fights that can be made. From what I'm seeing, if that's the best out there, then I'm not going to get the worthy challenger that I crave. So that's what Tyson Fury said. So he basically went in and just said that he was disappointed that Wilder didn't show up, and he trained for a much better Wilder, a better opponent, and said if that's the best that you got, then shit, it's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's what he said. He said it was all work is easy work on Wilder's side, and he said that maybe he was sore, maybe he had some broken bones. I ain't in the back. I ain't hear that one on arm, but he said that wasn't Wilder in there that night, and he said he said he didn't understand why he gonna take the rematch, because he just gonna get beat down again. But he basically said that he probably need the money, so he gonna beat his ass again. So at the end of the day, that's just how he feeling about it, man. You can't knock him. He got the hot hand. He got in Wilder's head, and Wilder coached him to come back. He wanted him to come back, and he did all that. Playing games with Eddie Hearn and playing games with Barry Hearns, and not making the Joshua fight, and he ran into the problem. He could have got a few belts, a few paydays for Anthony Joshua, and get the hell out of boxing. Could have went down as a great fighter, and he found his motherfucking yang to his yin. So I agree with Fury. You see these guys buying a lot of chains and cans, but you don't have investment saving. Shit, it's a lot of UK fighters that's broke as hell. Chris Eubanks Jr. broke as hell. Why Tyson Fury come back if he made so much money in his career? That's what be killing me. The blind can't call the blind blind. Why he come back then? He ain't come back just to prove he was the best. Hell no. You don't go up to 400 some pounds and come back. He came back because he need the money. Don't believe the hype like this nigga investing his money and he's so secure and all that shit, man. All these dudes blow their money. He might blow his money on something else other than change the shit. A lot of them dudes in the UK broke as hell. You know what I'm saying? Barry Hearns and Eddie Hearns that finessed him out the bag. If he was so good, after he beat Klitschko, he should have been good for life. So don't come at me telling me, oh, nigga, you came back. You said you was giving them your check to the poor. Did that check ever go to the poor after your first Wilder fight? People be killing me counting pocket watching and counting other people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mike ran to win. They bought these chains and shit. Nigga, you out here buying hookers and shit, man. Dudes kill me, man. Kill me like a motherfucker, man. Anybody got some questions? Because this streaming shit just getting on my nerves today. Questions. Read all about them. Questions. He said y'all talking about investments, tips from a fucking crack. Low key, man, he making me want to ride with AJ ass. I'll be pulling for AJ to beat his ass. I think he gonna beat the shit out of AJ though. Any more questions? So I'll get out of here. Get on Warzone. Wilder should have made the AJ fight. Yeah, in hindsight, I mean everybody knew that. Shit in near sight. He should have fought that dude. He told me I want to fight 5 or 6, 7 more years. Man, nigga, if you don't get the bag and get out, dude. Wilder was just becoming too. He was just talking too much, though. Yeah, deep down in the motherfucking jungle. It was. Come on, man. He was feeling himself too much, though. He got ahead of himself. What that nigga Jay say? My mind was fine till the dough hit it, and tell me that the Mo did it. For real, that's motherfucking that. Niggas don't understand what I just said. What Jay-Z was saying, man. He said my mind was fine until Jay Fury is a racist cheater. Cheater? What did he cheat at, Zulu Immortal, bro? Where did Fury cheat at? Tell me. You should look at what happens when these guys don't make the best fight. I know. Niggas get knocked out, dropped. Sweet chin music. I love it when these dudes lose. I love it. Big Charlo lost to Korobov. Wilder got the biggest piece of humble pie I've seen. Hell yeah, from a pillow-fisted dude. That's like Paulie going in there and knocking out fucking Roberto Duran or some shit. He got knocked out by the Paulie Malignaggi of the heavyweight division by his mind. He got knocked out by Paulie of the heavyweights, bro. That's like Paulie going in there knocking out Madonna or knocking out Matisse or knocking out Keith Thurman or Terence Crawford. Well, he pillow fisted. I said, yeah, all right. When he said that, he pillow fisted, I said he kind of hurt you in the first fight a couple times. He's pillow fisted. He's pillow fisted. I said, all right, this nigga just needs to be humble, bro. He had his fist of concrete, man. I ain't trying to hear that glove shit, bro. That nigga Wilder complained about it. Do you understand, dog? If him punching him with his fist, bro, and hitting his head, that's doing more damage to him most of it. But y'all can believe what y'all want to believe, bro. That nigga got his ass whooped. Knuckle in, knuckle out, Wilder got knocked out. Just face it, he got beat down. He said them gloves were suspect. Man, Muhammad Ali gloves were suspect. George Foreman, Errol Spence gloves flop. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Nigga lost. You could talk about the farmer story before that. He lost. Get up and get down. That ass whooping is coming to your town. Get up and get down. Tyson Fury is bringing the ass whooping to your town. Fuck that glove shit. Niggas want to go, oh, this glove shit. Ain't nobody pick up on that shit until like after 2 fights, bro. Like a whole year and some change went by and people picked up on it. That shit was crazy, bro. Man, your boy got his ass knocked out. It's over with. He got to come back stronger, bro. That's it. We ain't making no excuses over. He lost. He lost. I hate to say it, he lost. Even the Tyson Fury glove was all the way in that motherfucking, man. He was going to beat Deontay, but regardless, he had the right game plan. He had the right game. Wilder didn't know what to do, bro. Wilder didn't know what to do. He hit him with them 2 right hands early on, man. Fury was like, ah. He shook him off. Fury shook them motherfuckers off, man, and came back and did something to him. Man, okay, we done. Oh, man, I can't stand. This shit keep going in and out. Do you think Fury cheated? What, with the farmer? Yeah, I ain't talking about no gloves, dog. I ain't talking about no gloves, man. That motherfucker lost. He lost. Why ain't Deontay? Yo, King is here. Why y'all King ain't saying nothing about it? He lost. Get that white boy's credit, bro. I think he a cheater, though. I've been saying that, but when I called him a cheater, ain't none of you niggas want to listen. So no, don't come back here looking for no sympathy from me. Do not come. When I told y'all this nigga was a cheating, Wilder didn't need to give him a fight. Oh man, fuck that, man. It's a good fight. Don't come back, man. I'm the wrong dude to look for sympathy from. For real, I don't have no sympathy for Wilder, bro. You went out here and you fought all these paid offenders, man, and this what happened. But yeah, let me get off, man. This shit acting stupid, man. Appreciate the love. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. We gone.